these all at 16 inches for now. Once we get it measured, we can cut it all back later. So we'll just keep it nice and simple. We'll use our square to get the saw in the right place. Now most skill saws or circular saws like this won't cut a 4x4 post in one pass. So it's nice to have use a square here as a guide. You rotate the beam, line up the blade in the hole, bring the square up against the plate of the saw again. You see it okay? And then cut again. Roll it one more time. And here we go. This will finish it off nice and square. Perfect every time. Oh yeah, that's a good hole. Good hole. That's a good hole, Sam. I was learning how to build the deck over here.
You doing the deck one, Togo?
I love it. So what we're doing now is I'm just taking a 12-foot piece of lumber, lining it up to make sure that all of our posts are in contact with each other. That one's a little bit out. Can I have the shovel, Sam?
Yep.
The secret here, so you don't disturb the soil, is to just push.
Alright, let's see if we can get another dub.
Okay, nice and flush. There we go. Done.
That's looking good.
Now we'll do the other one.
The other one.
That's going to work.
That'll
That'll carry the load. Dude, we are awesome. We're halfway down our deck.
Wow, that's amazing. Whew. We're earning that lemonade.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
What do you think, Togo? This is the project manager, by the way, Togo.
Right?
German Shepherd.
Okay, so the layout. This is the next step. It's a difficult thing because you've got to wrap your mind around the end from the beginning. And so the box beam is going to be what's carrying all of your structure. Now our layout is going to be exactly 12 feet long. So if our box beam is 12 feet long and it's in the right place to start with, it makes our life simple. So what we're doing is we're using a board up against the edge of this concrete slab so that our new addition is the same depth. I want these tiles to come across and then come across here all in one row. So all the joint parts line up, it'll be perfect. So what we've got to do here is get this board up against the concrete, use it as our line, and get this established up against this joint. Now we've got our new deck the same depth as this one. You can see that this has the potential to be in the right place, okay, as far as the height, because we're going to put a package on top of this box beam, and it's going to extend 2 inches over this concrete here. It's part of our design, because these panels behind us actually finish. If we start on that edge, they finish right here. So we're going to have our deck extend over top to cover the gap. And so what we want to do is establish this height. Now it's the tricky part, right? We need mercy. The slab is all over the place. We got a 3-inch variance. So we're going to actually lift this up a few inches and then attach it to the post, and then we'll level it so that we can have the ability to level this deck. That's not a problem. We want to make sure we have mercy. If we start too low, then we don't have the ability to level off this deck later. It'll be a disaster. So if you're only building one level, you can build as close to the ground as you can level these boards. And if you're not exactly sure, lift it up out of the dirt a couple inches, then you can attach it, and it won't be any problem. So
maybe he went outside for a smoke break.
And the drill. We'll get this established. We'll get my level on here, get a level line, and then we can get all this box beam leveled off.
Let's do it.
And then we're building joists, right?
We need
I'm
this
all
dub.
2 inches above the deck.
Okay, so like this?
The concrete, a little bit further down.
Okay.
That's probably good. Throw this in here for now.
Good?
Yep. So what I'm doing is I'm just installing a level beam so that we have some reference to work with, okay?
Okay.
And remember, the goal was to put our 2x8s like joists going this way.
Yeah.
So we want to establish this beam so that our height isn't too crazy.
Yeah.
We want to have this really perfect. So now we got to do a measuring, leveling. We'll get this one leveled off of this.
Yep.
And we might have to unscrew and lift them all up and move them around. There really is no way to make a perfect plan because we have to make it perfect for this scenario.
Right. And
So it's trial and error. The reason we're using all of these other boards is because Home Depot didn't have the right
What's going on, bro?
Yeah.
Loving it. All right, now this will be going across this beam after we remove this beam. So we'll just set it down.
Right here.
Right here is good.
Yeah. The fun begins.
Well, you know, it's just because the Home Depot didn't have any wood.
Yeah. Yeah, they were pretty bare.
It was slim pickings.
Bare bones.
Oh. Like set it like that.
Okay.
And then so that's what that looks like, right?
Yeah.
You set it on top.
Like this?
When that ball is right in between both lines, there should be just a hair of space on each side of the bubble. So what I'll do is I'll do all the moving and you just scream at me when you got it. So we have our blocks. We have our posts on our blocks carrying load. And now we have the beginning of our box beam. What we're going to do is we're using the level on a piece of wood and trying to level all four corners of this box beam. And so what I'll do is I'll lift this up until Sam here tells me my bubble's right in the middle.
Bit more. Bit more. Perfect. A little, yeah, right there.
The Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance. We are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys.
What we're using here in this deck, because it's all above ground, is just a simple pressure-treated lumber. We got this at the Home Depot. If your wood is going to be coming in contact with soil conditions, check the tag at the end of the board. It'll actually say if it's above ground rated or above
the NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Or not. This is the not kind.
Good looking out.
So this is very important that all of this board
We need all the help we can get.
touching the ground. It will rot if you have it in the dirt. So there's two kinds of pressure treated out there. It's not all considered equal. It's usually the same price. Your stuff's going to be touching gardening or going down by the water. Make sure you have the right rated material. All right.
Hold up.
Defense. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
That just blew my eye. Of all the places around here. Okay. So reality is we have a great little frame system set up here. It's all nice and level. This is the highest point of our concrete slab, and we're adding spacers to raise up our finished.
Pushing through the contact. Give him 9 on the carry that time.
Way to recover on this motherfucking panic button.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off
Probably the easiest
balance.
way to do that was to get a market.
Okay.
We'll measure up 3 inches, and then we'll set up beams all over again.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
It's got to be flat.
Oh, flat.
There you go.
Now Murray off play action.
Do that in the other 2 corners.
Rolling to his right. And this
Ooh, good looking out.
He couldn't reach back for it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That brings it up. So I'm going to help you keep it flush like that.
And see how the line opens up?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't
First
spin
carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And
One more time.
Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
So a lot of times when
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
So when you're backing it out,
they're going for it. It's Murray. And they'll
Look at this shit.
past the 15, just shy of the 20.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I was going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation.
Pass
Not a call I
interference.
would make very often.
Okay.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that.
touch
We
one of
talk
them
to them all the
motherfuckers.
time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Done. That's simple.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. 7 yards to pick up there.
It's too many yards.
First defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Down the post into the ground, and that takes care of all of our structural load. And if you're really long beam and you got to meet the middle, you can just attach a board at the end.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
So the only reason we're doing this is because we're doing this as a solution to a problem to build this running deck.
On play action, it's Murray.
Gonna
let one fly for Robinson.
Oh, you ain't jumping? Damn, Joseph. Good shit.
Side of the field. It's a big play there for
The fuck? I thought that was a pick. That was easy pick.
Suddenly, not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range.
All right.
Designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff looking right.
Wow.
And he'll take it into the
All right.
end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now the try here for the point after.
Basically put in place temporarily. We can make adjustments. And you see what I'm looking for here is...
And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Because these things are in the short pass, they tend to roll around. And so your level is somewhat temporary.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Now it can really establish what it's level.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Now we're going to double check. So right now, this
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And move up to the middle. Double check here. This is still low as well. That's good. That makes it easy to fix. Yeah, they're all consistently low. So the easy thing for us to do is just make small adjustments to fix this thing up, okay? So Sam, we'll do this like we did before.
So I can be here right here?
You got it.
All right. So we're looking to keep it level.
We're looking for perfect. So when I lift my end up,
Okay.
all you gotta do is let me know it's perfect. Okay? Or when it's perfect.
That is perfect.
A little bit more.
There we go.
We can also do the same thing with the inside beam. Try to go like this, back screw up.
Yeah.
Lift up from it, inside.
Okay.
Done. There we go.
Nifty move there on the run, but ultimately brought down at the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just start back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
It's time to add our carriage bolts. Now these are not the half.
Here's 2nd and 9.
This is just the previous bolt. So we put 1,000 pounds. Not necessarily for half inch here, because it's so close to the ground.
He'll look to throw. That is caught by Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Our stability.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defensive. You know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
These are exactly the same size of the hole, so they take a little bit of love.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Drive it right deep into the wood. You can see that it has a bit of a square head on it. So if you drive it straight into the wood, that'll open that inside with the loose. Now you see. Nice and long.
They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll run on first down.
Good shit, good shit.
He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now you can see Washington.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
But if you're going to try to watch,
he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's
come on, fellas. Cut it out.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He was under the rest, surveying.
It's about to be one of them games, fellas.
In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hand.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
On a crisscross pattern, so we're picking up each of the beams on the back and the beam on the front. So what we do is we're just going to line up.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. Going to let one fly for Robinson. This is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Now, if you're doing this for the first time, don't be concerned. Everything is going to feel really sloppy and loose until you get this post done and you get your joist package attached. So don't let it bother you. There we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field.
Oh, come on, man. God damn it. I fucked that up. Fuck it.
After the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
All right, so let's set back to have a box in place. We're all bolted in. This is a
They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Barton. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Just to make sure that we get it really in line. You can see, when I take this further
on third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man complete. It's Barton. And he will be very close to a first down. But I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means fourth down.
Now, we all know what is not straight. So what we want to have is flexibility. The idea here is we're going to cut and install the ridge beam here. And then we're going to install the panels all the way across. We're going to then have the ability to manipulate the joists left and right to keep everything in line as we go row by row across the deck. I think that's going to give us our best results. The alternate method would be to double up your joint package.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll try the left side. Barton. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4. It'll be second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14.
Good blocking, fellas. Good blocking.
Go to the 2-minute warning.
The really cool thing about this is it's designed with weak spots built into the backside. You can actually cut it into outside corners or the joints.
Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys cut it to within a score.
God damn.
Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left. And
We get it back.
so with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
This is the most crucial part of the whole project, this first piece. Using the raptor square just to make sure that this deck is perfectly square here at the outside corner.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is
wow, man. Okay. Got to go on
a big play there.
We need some help out this motherfucker.
And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Now the extra point try forthcoming.
You ought to know automatically when you start rolling.
21-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
It's kind of so easy, it's kind of ridiculous. I love how these pallets are so strong, they finish all the work. So it's not difficult to work with. You know, the images may not be perfect. Any given time you find that as everything settles and the crown works out of the wood.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
It didn't work out.
And a great return here gets us all the way down to the 26-yard line.
My fault. That was my fault.
And Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop.
That's
And
exactly what you try to
leads
do.
to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You're trying to get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And it's
Catch that shit, baby.
incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
So basically, we're finishing ground level deck installation. Not so much ground level.
Second and 10.
It's less than 24 inches, and in our area, that doesn't require any building code or rails. It's a really simple installation.
Murray now to throw.
Check the local building code.
Another shot for Bateman. This time he's got it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there.
Yeah, this was pretty much over.
And we're just going to cut it with our square and our saw here. Let's see how this works.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
So that is a basic.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Murray. They'll find Bateman once more. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Ta-da! After finishing off your scoreboard, remember it's a hardwood surface. You have to pre-drill all our holes. And I'm going to suggest...
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
64 is good for me. That'll help make sure that we're not going to split the end.
Murray to air it out again.
Okay?
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Usually entertaining, we try to do things that are pretty basic to us. Today we are upping it just a bit. We've got a
so they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. After right down the middle, and the lead opens up.
He was almost good this season.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
stainless steel.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
For years, it's going to get this whole unso-satin triangle, right? Just black lines everywhere. So to avoid that, use the wet materials. So we're going to just drill some holes. We're going to fill with hydraulic cement a bit. And then we're going to cut this down a little bit so we don't have to drill 9 inches deep.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Come on, get the fuck up out of here.
Picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, it might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And at the 7-yard line,
What the fuck was y'all doing over there?
Timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second.
Wow. Yeah, definitely got to get back to check YouTube out.
In the holes, which are larger than they need to be. We're going to just use a little bit of fast concrete there. It's basically hydraulic cement. Once we get it mixed up, it'll set up.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Let's do this. We'll mix right into the bucket. We're only 6 bucks.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
I'll just scrape out all the corners now. Get all that dry stuff mixed in. Okay. There we go. So we're just going to fill all 6 holes with this stuff. Really quick.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for
really
quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Oh, no, we ain't quitting. Just go ahead and getting it out the way.
That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Get the actual measurement for the height difference on the top of the saddle for each post, and then we can translate that information onto a post. That way we can pre-cut them and get the end sealed in wax, because that is so important when you're working with this product. I've been warned not to drill all the way through into the deck. It's early in the morning, and my latte has yet to really kick in.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Once we have this assembled, we can stretch it across the saddles.
Back to throw here.
Because there is just nothing about
And he's going to be brought down.
Oh, yeah, we might go ahead and concede this shit.
9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
slack is actually right over here, but saddle and they have a saddle. It's actually the highest saddle. It was installed about a half-inch above the concrete. So we're using that as our measurement.
No need in this young man just racking up points on us like that.
So we just put a little sticker across.
After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
What the fuck you go down for, man?
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So the right side's still higher?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, he's got it complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Fired that one in there. It will make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now here's a throw, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And the pressure will get to him.
And holding. Got holding, but we got sacked anyway, motherfucker.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series.
That's about right.
Do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No,
not at all.
So you can't really trust it.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. They'll set up a throw.
What the fuck, man?
The 3rd time. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. There was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
1.5 inches. I'm going to glue this whole thing together all at once.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They fake the handoff. Now Murray gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
Ooh, man, my motherfucking DB's terrible.
Play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
So I'm going to completely fill the end of this week.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Good woodworking or weather work set.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Okay, so we completed our carrying beams.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barton. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11
Now we
times.
just add all the dimensions, upper leveling system to that number, put it on the tape, on the post themselves. Again, because it's hardwood, we are going to take the post, we're going to square off the base, and place the mill as it on the square. Take it over, mark all of the 4.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that one going to come up short.
That's crazy.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because
all game.
This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Hopefully,
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage to 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now we see the ends, and then we mark them all.
On first down, Barton. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And then when we're done, we'll flip them over and template the other side.
The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Yeah, we got these pre-drilled. So it's just a matter of driving it. Not as concerned about how level they are at this point. All of this is going to have a certain amount of flexibility, and we will get it all tied together.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. He'll be stopped at the 35,
but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's right.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Just there. Yep. You really went on the wrong side of that post there. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to crawl up on
to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked out his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
That's temporary. I'm not sure hold all that in place. I'm going to put a second so it can't twist. All right. Here we go. That's not going anywhere. Yay!
Murray now on 1st down.
All right, so what
Gonna
we're going
let
to do
one
is
fly for Robinson. And this one is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching Charles, you're still taking shots like that downfield.
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So my distance here from the outside to the middle of this one is 85.5.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
So I need to increase this 84 inches. Boom.
Throwing again, Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
So we're using Simpson Strong Tie decorative structural fastening. This stuff here will actually hold this pergola together regardless of weather conditions.
And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
And when we put our team in position, I'm ready to attack it.
Now this time Murray to throw it. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
Look at that
He's
shit.
into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
That will end tonight's broadcast.
Just to give us some more stability. Yeah.
In that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensive.
Now for the point after.
We're going to use this as a cross break.
And this one was over. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
We're going to put that side up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense.
What the fuck was that?
For the 4th time today.